And it has been showtime for many days now. About 3 years. Oh, that's the wrong button. What did I just press? Oh no, we're good. 3 years. I still got it. Am I supposed to live, laugh, hydrate under these conditions? Oh. I realized this morning as I was getting ready at 7 in the morning, because it's daylight savings again over here. I worked at my old job, the one you know about. I worked there for 3.5 years, and it felt like the longest section of my life ever. It felt like so long. It felt like I aged so much more, as you can see. But we've been doing this for 3 years, and this has gone by so quick. This feels maybe like 2 years. I don't know where the 3rd year went, but this doesn't feel like 3 years. This is wild. And I truly believe it's because the entire time it's just been so... is there any other word? It's just been fun. Like, there is no other description. It's a simple 3-letter word for a very simple channel on what we do here. And the message has always been a place to go where you don't have to have money. You don't have to have anything. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are going, or where you've been. You're always going to have a place here where you're welcome like family. And yes, gays can't count to 3, but that's why we have lesbians. 2 Bill's birdhouse. I mean, I've already told you the story about my previous position, but this stream means the world to me, and always has since the start. And I cannot describe how it was so unexpected for this to go to where it is now. I mean, the goal has always been to find as many grandkids as possible, because there's a lot out there. I mean, there's a lot out there. And we've done a great job so far, and there are so many more in ball pits across the world, and in libraries, and, you know, I think there might be a Dunkin' Donuts as well. The one with the Baskin Robbins. Have we got our lead or actual vote? No? Okay. Nothing could have prepared me for lasting this long on here. And as LB Sweetheart can attest to, because LB Sweetheart is a grandkid I've met in real life, from where you have heard the story before, so I'm so sorry if you're hearing it again. But thinking about where I was 3 years ago, you know, 3.5 years ago, before this started, it's just a completely different life. It's a completely different, not a different person. The person's always been there, but I don't know. I don't know. The gallbladder to just stand up and do what I felt like doing for once, and it just worked out, and I'm really, really fortunate to have each and every one of you has come along for the ride. I know a lot of you have made friends here, friends for life. I'm sure a lot of you have found jokes in here with each other that you'll remember for a long time, and that makes me so happy. I'm just going to turn down the alerts very slightly. I'm not being rude. This is it's a very weird position to be in, to have so many of you being so supportive. I don't know many of you personally, but I thank you, each and every one of you, as if I did know you personally. You deserve all of the love in the world. This is just incredible. I had some formulation of a speech plan, but it's just not coming out. I'm sorry. It's a little bit more overwhelming than I thought it was going to be. But if there is one thing I can attest to from doing this for 3 years, is, I mean, it's the same thing as last year, and I'm going to keep reminding you, is it's never, ever, 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 ever over. It is never over. Not until you say so. And even then, I don't think sometimes you have the right to tell yourself it's over. what I didn't talk too much about in the last year stream was during that time at that job. Yes, I spoke a bit about the job, but the mental health side of thing, and I know, mental health it's talked about a lot, but it's something I talk about now and again on here, but it is so important to find what works for you, to get up each and every day and go on and continue. But not only that, it's important to get to a stage where not only are you surviving, which I think many people out there are just doing, they're just scraping by, and then every now and again they get a flicker of wanting something more. Maybe when they hear a song, maybe when they go to see a film and they see a character that they identify with and they go, shoot, I really thought, maybe I thought by now I would have done more. I thought I would have been somebody. Well, you are, and I'm not saying this like a Hallmark card, but each and every one of you are here to do something, and it took me a lot of mistakes to figure out how to do what it is I want to do. This makes me so happy. Like, I cannot describe how fortunate I am to do this. This is so fun, and I love it. I love being a children's show for adults. I love my 2 viewers. I love all of them. But I need to remind you, if you are looking out your window, like I did one day, onto that cross street of 52nd and 9th Avenue, and looking at people walking around, going, how the hell do they do it? How do they carry on? How do they activate their NPC storyline and just go to work? I don't get it. How? I can't do it anymore. Well, that's because that's not your story. The stories written by other people for you are sometimes really good casting, but often not. The best stories are the ones you write yourself. And I really hope you are still working to create your story. It doesn't even matter if you're the main character. Who cares? Some people are born to be the kooky side character that everyone remembers. That's the best part. Yes, it's never over. It is never over, no matter how old you are, how many failures there are. Please, whatever it is that you want to do, and I know you're all thinking of that thing that scares you the most. That's the thing you want to do, dears. Make sure each and every day you are at least keeping it in mind. Don't forget about it, because it's a wonderful thing to know what you want to do. And if you don't, ask yourself. Lie in bed at night, in the dark, look at the ceiling. You know what's great about a ceiling in the dark? You can't see it. There is no limit above you, except for what is in here. Ask yourself, what is it that I really want to do without fear, without care for what other people think of me? That's the thing you want to do. That's the thing. It's the thing that scares you. And I know it's frightening, but please work towards it. Please do. It is never over. Granny, this is by far the worst stream I've ever seen. You need help. A lot of it. I can't emphasize that you and the 2 people watching